Hello, my name is Michael Rediker and welcome to CardCast, a student-run and operated video broadcast where we keep you up to date on what's going on in your student government as well as what's going on in your UofL campus. This week we're going to focus on the topics of ELSB, K-Help, and the heavy topic of classroom space. Let's get started.
The Student Government Association is always looking to hear what students have to say about ongoing campus concerns. This week, we went out to see what students had to say about classroom space. Here's Natasha Alvarez with more.
Over the last several years, students have voiced their opinion on how this campus needs another academic building to help expand classroom space and relieve some of the crowding and competitions that some students have to go through in order to get the courses of their choice. So let's hear their opinions. Just wanted to ask you a few questions, but first, what's your name?
Leanne Parrish.
Hi, what's your major?
I am a nursing major.
Okay, and as a nursing major, when you sign up for your courses, do you have a hard time getting the classes you want?
Even as a nursing major with the registration schedule, by the time it's my turn to register, almost everything's full.
I have been in classes where they had to just basically pull in a chair and someone has to sit in a chair because there's not enough desks.
I'm David Schlosser.
All right, and what's your major?
English.
Sometimes I'll stay up all night just so I can sign up to be the very first one to sign up.
I definitely did probably my freshman and sophomore year. Like now, since I'm a senior, last year I didn't have any trouble and now I don't because I'm first in registration, but definitely because I think I was even in the honors program my freshman year and I could barely get into anything I needed.
Do you have a hard time making sure you get to know the professors because of the amount of students there are in the class?
I don't personally, but that's because I go to office hours for my professors. Okay. But I think because a lot of them have classes that are that size, they have to have that kind of connection where you have to go to office hours in order to get to know your professors.
Well, if we had another academic building, do you think that would help things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know I'm a student worker over at the English department and they are like frantic about trying to find rooms for something.
And once you actually get into your classes, do you find them crowded?
Most of them are crowded. They're normally full capacity classes. I probably have like one class that's not completely full.
All right.
The class is a lot bigger. It's really hard to find seats in there.
The teacher's like, yeah, I understand you're going to be late because it is that far, and not to mention the classroom itself isn't really in the best shape.
I know a couple weeks ago, I set my backpack down on the floor and the entire bottom of my backpack was soaked.
I would say there definitely needs to be more classrooms and break up the classes into like smaller classes or something because something's not working.
Next, we will hear from Carrie Mattingly on a special project she's been working very hard on.
Hi, I'm Carrie Mattingly. This past summer, as an SGA senator, I had the privilege of authoring a bill that essentially creates the first statewide program for higher education lobbying. The Kentucky Higher Education Lobbying Program, also known as K-Help, comes at a time when scholarship monies are decreasing and federal and state governments are making significant cuts to university funding in an effort to make ends meet. Now, more than ever, it is imperative that students from all our statewide institutions collectively gather to fight for the resources that will ensure quality education geared towards a continuously changing global job market. The K-Help bill contains three components: a state bill to be presented to the Kentucky legislature, the statewide rally for higher education, and lastly, Listen Up legislators' lobbying efforts.
UofL's SGA has worked hard in conjunction with the Government Relations Office to complete a piece of state legislation that will be introduced to Frankfort in the spring. The bill provides for an accepted statewide definition of college affordability so that we, as a Commonwealth, can avoid the fear of education cuts in Kentucky's future.
The second component is my personal favorite, the Rally for Higher Education, tentatively scheduled for February 7th in Frankfort. For the very first time, the Kentucky Board of Student Body Presidents is actively working to ensure that this year's rally is the biggest and most unified it has ever been. The SGA Senate passed the K-Help bill unanimously in August, and I am extremely proud as a UofL student to know that our SGA assumed a leadership role on this initiative. We also have a universal theme this year, Education Cuts, Kentucky's attempt to fulfill its own stereotypes. That's right, we'll be marching barefoot.
Last but not least, U of L's SGA has hired student lobbyists through the K-Help program who are traveling to Frankfort on a monthly basis and meeting with their state representatives. As a part of the lobbyist job, they are also responsible for bringing a state legislator to campus during the academic year for a signature Listen Up Legislators event.
I hope that you will join me and the rest of the University of Louisville student government in this fight. After all, what could be more important to our future than higher education? The K-Help bill coming out of U of L makes me more proud than ever to call myself a Cardinal. It truly is happening here. Go Cards.
Be sure to be on the lookout for more information on the rally and how you can get involved. You'll be excused from class to attend with the SGA. With the attendance and support of students like you, state legislators won't have the option of not listening to us and our higher education concerns.
For all students seeking for leadership and volunteer opportunities, ELSB, which stands for Engaged Leaders Service Board, is here to help you with that. The ELSB office houses several of the largest and most active student programs on U of L's campus. For more information, be sure to check out the link below or email them at leaders@louisville.edu.
For more information on what else your student government is doing, be sure to look us up on Twitter, Facebook, and our website, uoflsga.org. If you yourself have any questions, you can text the number below. By doing so, you'll get a direct response from an SGA representative. Well, that's all for this week.
We hope you'll continue to follow and support your student government association in making this university the best it can be.
We'll see you next time.
Go
Go
Cards.
Cards!